There are many things that I would appreciate in this serial, like the stunning visuals, the beautiful actors, and their vast set, and of course their amazing melodious heart-touching songs. I mean, who wouldn't like that? But the reason that I started watching Radha Krishna was that Radha Krishna is the epitome of devotion. It is a story of the greatest, highest devotion to have ever existed. It is a lesson for all devotees, and you can learn so many things from it. So let's dive right into this video. Radha Krishna is more than just a normal couple, and if you think that Radha Krishna is a romantic story, then you're a disgrace. Not to be harsh. No, I guess it's your personal view. But to me personally, Radha Krishna is a devotional story. I see Krishna as the Lord and Radha to be a devotee. And I know the makers of the series don't agree with this. They say that love and devotion are two different things. But that is also subjective to personal views. Devotion is the highest and the purest form of love. So that's why I don't agree with the fact that Radha and Krishna are a normal couple. And those people who compare themselves to Radha and Krishna, I mean, please stop. You are not Radha. You are not Krishna. You are not Radha. The second amazing thing that the serial does is that it widely captures the different forms of devotion that exist. Obviously, the first type of devotion for the Lord is to treat God like your lover, which is of course portrayed by Radha and the other gopis. Another type of devotion where you see the Lord as your child. There's sort of a motherly, fatherly feeling that you feel towards the Lord, and that is portrayed by Yashoda. Next is to see divine as your friend, as a sakha, and that you can see by the portrayal of Sudama and in the future of course Arjuna. And another type is slightly similar to the lover, but it's different, it has its own flavor, is to see the Lord as your husband or wife. So that is portrayed well by Rukmini. And I think the serial has done very good in capturing all these emotions and showing us the various flavors of devotion. Undeniably, there has been many changes in the storyline, to glorify certain characters or to dramatize the scene. Some of these changes are slight, they're fine. Some of them are complete distortions. But me personally, I would just focus on the symbolism behind these stories and not the story itself. How does it matter if Krishna was 12 or Krishna was 16 or Krishna was 15? Another thing that many people have problem with is that they have shown Krishna to be completely perfect and Radha to be completely imperfect. Not completely, but you get the point. So the thing here is, according to me, that this arises because people see Krishna to be a common person and they see Krishna and Radha to be a common couple. It's wrong. Krishna is the Lord, and of course he is going to be perfect, right? He's the Lord of the universe. Radha, on the other hand, though she's also a goddess, she does not remember that. That is similar to all of us. In spirituality, it is considered that all of us are gods, but we don't remember that. And if we remember that, it is enlightened. It is considered that avidya or lack of knowledge is the cause of all problems. So it makes sense that Radha has all these things because she doesn't remember her true self. Though love is the greatest strength on this planet, without proper wisdom, the same love makes you weak. Absolutely weak, isn't it? So the next point that I have for you all is that with each situation that arises, it teaches us something. We know that Krishna could solve any problem with a snap of his fingers. But have you ever questioned why he doesn't do that? It is because he wants his devotees, he wants Radha to face the challenge, to face the problem and learn something out of it. With every problem, even if it is heartbreaking, even if it initially brings you a lot of misery, it ends up teaching them something. They become a better person. You know, there is so much that we can learn from Krishna himself. You know, Krishna's ways are unique, amazing. He takes care of everyone. He has to do something, he cleverly words it. He plays with his words. He gets their approval. He uses his intelligence and not his strength. And we all should learn from that, you know. And also, his pranks never hurt anybody. It's all fun and games. So, what did Radha teach us? Well, Radha taught us what devotion is. Devotion is ultimate love, the pinnacle of love. Often, love turns into hatred, anger, and other sour feelings, but the love for the divine never does. Love that Radha has for Krishna never changes. She loves the Lord so much that it flows into all her expressions, all her gestures, the way she talks, the way she walks. In everything, love shines through. Whether she sang, whether she cooked, whether she churned butter, whether she dressed, everything was for the Lord. So that concludes my video. So that's why I think that Radha Krishna is definitely worth a watch, especially for all the devotees out there.